said you could do this vegetarian or not. I grabbed a rotisserie chicken. I like that it's fast. This was the idea I came up with. This was I'd had a busy morning, taught some classes, had to go grocery shopping for the house, and wanted a veggie heavy, light soup. Love Asian flavors. Oh my gosh, someone's at the door. This is live. It's probably an Amazon delivery, let's be honest. So anyway, I wanted something fast. So I've got the rotisserie chicken, and I use rotisserie chickens a lot for quick recipes. And then I've got some carrots here, zucchini, bean sprouts. I've got mushrooms here. I did cook them ahead. I'm not a fan of raw mushrooms, so I did go ahead and just saute them in some olive oil, a little bit of salt on there. I got my bowl because my recipe is for just one person. So basically after we're done here, this recipe's on my blog and it is measured out for one. So you could just tweak the amounts to create it for more people, okay? If you need any help with that, let me know, okay? So let's start by, as I said, just going over everything that's in the bowl. And you can make the veggies or choose veggies that work better for you. I've got a carrot and a peeler, just peeling off slices of carrot. You could always chop them, whatever way works better for you. You know, it's personal taste. I did the same thing with a zucchini. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my broth. So this is just a cup of chicken broth. You could use a cup of veggie broth, but you could also microwave it. I just like the idea of on the stove and then taking the pot and pouring it over the veggies. So they're still raw, a little bit of cooked, but it would work just as well if you did it in the microwave. Here I've got my zucchini, same thing. You could also, instead of doing it this peeled way, your spiralizer, you know, to make the zoodles, the zucchini noodles. So move this over here. And I've got my components on my board. Let me know if you guys can't see something or hear something. I've got the bean sprouts, carrots, zucchini, and the chopped up chicken. And I'm going to put it all in the bowl, like a little around in a circle. So grab my zucchini, little zucchini pile, carrot. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the mushrooms now. And I like the idea of you can kind of do whatever veggie kind of works for you. So, looks pretty, doesn't it? All the colors. And then the chicken, I'll put off the top. I did 3 ounces of chicken because that's a serving size. I just did the breast meat off the rotisserie. Serving size at 3 ounces is about a serving of a deck of cards. And then the bean sprouts, which is a nice fresh crunch here. Oh, you know what I did forget? I forgot cilantro, which is one of my favorite parts of Thai cooking. So I'll grab that from the fridge. I grabbed a few sprigs of cilantro, and this whole thing kind of reminds me, have you guys ever had pho? P-H-O, it's a Vietnamese soup, noodle soup, vegetables, with or without meat. So good. And then they've got all the things, the toppings that you can put on it to make it a little spicier or a little sweeter. If you haven't had it, it's awesome. Okay, I'm also going to turn on this oil burner because I've got an exciting crunchy topping that I love. So this is canola oil in a skillet here that's going to warm up. Here I've got wonton wrappers. And if you've ever made like wontons, egg rolls, things like that, spring rolls, this is what it's similar to. So they're just little square, sort of like dough paper, and also great for ravioli. So I've got that, and I'm doing strips. We're making wonton strips. It'll be a crunchy top, so just cut those in horizontal, or long strips rather. And then we'll sizzle them up in the canola oil pan. Okay. And they just look like little ribbons from there. Kind of like loosen them up so they're not stuck together anymore. Turn off my broth, and I've got my pan warming up here, my oil, loosening up my strips so that they'll individually sizzle up. I've got, for when the strips come out, I set up a wooden cutting board with a paper towel on it, and I've got, I'll just use my tongs here to pick them out. Make sure I'm on the burner good. And I've got salt to sprinkle them. Now my toppings for my soup, we'll be pouring the broth over all this. It'll heat up the chicken, give the veggies a little warm, just a tad of a tender. And then for toppings, I made peanut sauce this morning. Okay, I recorded the video for you, and I'll put that up, and it'll be on the blog and in our Facebook community. That's peanut butter, soy sauce, lime juice, garlic, chili pepper. So I have it as a kick that works for me, but as you'll see in the video on how to make this, that you can tailor it to your spice level. Okay, we got hey Jeannie, Mel, Elizabeth, hey guys. All right, so I think we're getting a little hot. I'd like to take one of my little strips and kind of see if it's sizzling. Almost, it's just starting to get there. I don't know, what other veggies would you guys do? Like, I think you could definitely do some broccoli. Other more Asian forward veggies like bok choy and water chestnuts. Different kinds of mushrooms. I just bought the mushrooms that my grocery store had, which are just a white mushroom, but I love like oyster mushrooms. There's a lot that are more leaning towards Asian style cooking that would be even better, but I just bought what my grocery store had, so. All right, so the topping is my favorite part of this. So these little wonton wrappers, just think like egg roll Krispies, right? So I'm dropping them in here. You wanna be careful, because this is pretty darn hot. And you've got your tongs to kind of move them around. I don't want them to be sticking together, to separate that a little better. Okay. And I just wanna get them brown. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, snap peas. That's a great idea, especially with the peanut sauce. Like, I go to a Thai restaurant and, oh, snap peas on your peanut sauce. That's a great idea. Oh, Jeannie, baby corns. Oh my gosh, you just brought me back to my mom. I mean, we love eating baby corns. So I'm flipping my little toppings here. Oh my gosh, eating Chinese food with my mom. I'm taking out the ones that are already done, putting them on my paper towel to soak up that oil. I'm gonna wanna salt them right away. So, be right in here, a little sprinkle. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off because it does not take long to get these crispy. So a little sprinkle. Ooh, they are brown. Oh, now I want some baby corns and snap peas. I actually like, as part of my meal planning, when I'm planning for the week, I do snap peas and a little cup of peanut butter for lunches all the time. I love that. And it's always because I just love peanut sauce. And I actually have a couple of brands of peanut sauce that I'll buy that are just lower in sugar. That's the main thing I look at. But this one I did, and I've done it before with maple syrup, which is awesome. But this one I actually did with Truvia brown sugar. So it's a little better for you. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put it all together. I turned off all my heat, so that's good. And I've got my broth. Just chicken broth out of the box. You could also make your own stock. Pour it over everything. I'm just gonna sort of like give the veggies a little bit of a cookedness. How much broth? I did a little cup and a splash. So not too much, but again, it's personal taste, always rules. Okay, I've got, oh, you know what I forgot? Here we go. My cilantro, which I brought, you know, when you go to the pho restaurants, a Vietnamese restaurant, you get maybe some cilantro or Thai basil or those kinds of little toppings. So that's what I've got here, my little cilantro topping. See, I'm gonna get a look. I don't know, I hope you guys can see that pretty good. It's in my bowl. I'll post pictures in the group, of course, if I can not eat it right away. My Thai peanut sauce, gonna drizzle that here and there. You could also do sriracha if you want even more of a kick. I did chili pepper paste, but any heat source that you have on hand or that works for you. I'm gonna be kind of liberal with this. I don't know, what else would you think, guys? Like hoisin sauces and, you know, fish sauces. Just go down the international food aisle and see if something looks good, or try my recipe. So I've got my peanut sauce like crazy. The other thing, now I've heard that some people, it's a love-hate thing with sesame oil. I don't get it because I love sesame oil. So I just wanted to do a drizzle, not too much, of sesame oil over the top. I love it. I love the way it smells. So, and then I wish I had chopsticks. I know, I can't believe I didn't even think about chopsticks. So I got a spoon, and it's pretty, I wish I could take a picture, but you guys have my phone right now. You are my phone right now. Kind of like, look, let me see. I'm gonna move. I want you guys to see this. Can you get a good look? There we go. Look at that. Oh, because we do eat with our eyes, right? Isn't that pretty? So, and how easy. As long as you prep everything before. I wish I had some chopsticks. Oh, see, that looks great on camera. You should just dump the entire bowl in the peanut sauce, right, Elizabeth? Yeah. Love sesame oil, such a unique flavor. I agree. So this smells amazing, and it is really the sesame oil is the strong part here. So I love the way the broth is just kind of cooking a little bit of the veggies, and then the peanut sauce mixes in with the broth. So you're actually making like something different. Like you're changing the construction of your chicken broth or your veggie broth. Yeah, it's sort of like a peanut broth now. And I really love that. So I've got a little bit of the chicken here. I'm gonna grab some mushrooms. And then the bean sprouts are just gonna be like a cool kind of snap here. Oh, my cilantro. I'm trying to get a bite where I don't look crazy, but that's not gonna happen. Oh, yes. So, the cilantro, I love cilantro, and I know you either love it or you hate it, but I love it. It's so nice. But that peanut sauce, there's definitely a heat in the back of my throat because of the chili pepper paste that I put in there. And I really like that. But maybe you guys like, if you like sriracha, you could go for it that way. And then the veggies you choose, but think about how you can make it your way. You could use totally different veggies than I did. You could do thinly sliced beef, you could make it vegetarian, you could use sriracha and different Asian style sauces. Like, have fun shopping, moving down the international food aisle and seeing what you come up with. Asia's a big country, and each country's got its own thing going on there. So play with the concept. I've given you the puzzle pieces for you to make something that's fast and delicious. So I do have lime juice in the peanut sauce, but how great maybe to put a little squeeze of lime over there. So I really appreciate you guys being with me here today. I gotta check again. I always have to check to make sure I turned everything off. Are you that person? I am. All right, it does look yummy, Jeannie. Absolutely. Hi, Marianne. I think you would love this. Marianne, you'd have so much fun playing with all the veggies. So, all right. I will see you next week. I'm still kind of trying to decide. I've got a list of the different things I want to make. So, but I definitely I like healthy, although I'm not afraid of a little bit of indulgence. So you'll see both of that. I like also fast things. I tell people I was raised by Sandra Lee and Rachel Ray. And I like a combination. My fast is convenient and prepping ahead. So if you have to chop your veggies on Sunday so that you can make this for your family during the week for a fast dinner, then that's great. I'm just putting my little crunchies on top. I got so excited about tasting, I forgot. So don't forget that. And because I added crunchies, I need a little more sesame oil because I really love it when the sesame oil's on my crunchies. All right, there you go, guys. I appreciate you stopping in today, and especially even if you watch the replay, don't forget, tell your friends about the fun things we're doing in the group, invite them. I look forward to making some more fun content for you, and I've got a lot more ideas.